guys, Kate here from Rise and Shine Wood Signs, and today I have my main man with me. We're going to be making something really cool and unique. We are actually going to be working on a Harry Potter sign. It's a lightning bolt. It's pretty awesome. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has been reading all of the Harry Potter books. Tell him how old you are.
I'm 10 and I'm in 4th grade going into 5th grade, and I'm on the 4th Harry Potter book, and I started it about halfway through the year.
You guys, this kid here is a rock star. He's been reading all of the Harry Potter books. I don't know if you've ever read any of them, but he's on the fourth book, and the fourth book actually has how many pages?
744.
744 pages. So with that being said, we're going to rock out a lightning bolt with all of the Harry Potter emblems on it that he's super excited about for his room. But before we get started, let me show you a little bit what we're working with. We have about a 1/2 inch piece of Baltic birch. This project is going to be a 17 by 30. We're going to go ahead, I'm going to have Carson sand this down, and just so you know, he's going to be doing most of the work, but I will be the one running the CNC machine. So he's going to sand this down, and then we're going to paint it this really beautiful flat interior color. This is actually from gosh, where did I get this from? Sherwin-Williams. I bought this from Sherwin-Williams. It is the actual Don't Tread on Me color for any of those flags if you've ever seen them. So I will share the exact color if you're interested in using this in the description below. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get busy making this flag. Or not flag. We're going to get busy making this lightning bolt, and you're going to see this man work here. And just so you know, I am going to omit his name in the video just for his safety, because he's still a little guy and we don't want to share his name out there on YouTube. So I hope you guys will stay tuned and watch this work. See you soon.
Now that I've got it all sanded, I'm going to paint it yellow.
Y'all, we're back. We've got a beautiful painted sign by my little man here. I went ahead and put a coat of our sealer on top of it. You want to show them what that is? All right, awesome. Thanks for showing them that, bud. So I went ahead and put a coat of that on it, and the reason that I do that is it actually really helps the aura mask adhere to the sign a lot better, and then you get crisper, cleaner lines when you're using any type of acrylic paint afterwards for detail work. As you can imagine, within this lightning bolt, there are a lot of really different little pieces that we're going to be working with. So we want to make sure that when little man here is painting, he has the crispest lines and we don't have to do any touch-up work afterwards. So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this big sheet of aura mask placed on to the sign. Yes, it does not cover the whole piece, but that's because our project is a 17 by 30. And this board is actually, I believe, about 20 inches, so we've got a little bit of room to spare. So, do you want to help me put this on?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to peel this back. We've got to separate it from this. Okay, I'll let you be the squeegee master. How's that?
What's that?
The squeegee master, see that pink thing sitting right there?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do, so we're just going to fold this back
Okay.
and get it placed on here. All right, you want to take that squeegee and you want to kind of push it, here, go like, maybe like this, towards it. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to start lifting this. Okay, here, why don't you go like this. Here, let me see this for just a second. So when I push, I want you to push from the center, okay, and then work your way out, okay?
Okay.
Ready? All right. My main man here is just pushing pushing the material down for me. I'm going to push really hard because we don't want any bubbles or anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're working from the center out. All right, here, let's get that one bubble out of there. You get it? Man, look at you go. You're all pro. All right. Go ahead and push down. Go ahead and push down here on this end. There you go, because we want to keep it even across the board when we're laying it down. That's what prevents all the bubbles and the gapping. Here, let me see that for 1 second, buddy. We've got a little bit of an issue here. We're going to have to pull this up. Nothing. Okay, so now we have got the Aura mask on. It is all ready to go. We're going to flip this guy over. We're just going to add some double-sided tape. Mainly because I didn't add any tabs. I just don't want to have to deal with that. It adds to the length of the project. So we're just going to go ahead and add this on here. It's just some double-sided carpet tape. I bought this at Menards. This stuff I absolutely love. I think it's fantastic, and it makes the projects go really quick. So we're just going to pick the backing off here. All right. So what this does, bud, is this holds it and adheres it to my wasteboard. So this is what's known as my wasteboard here, and we're going to flip it over. Yep, pretty sticky stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to flip it over, and we're going to make sure that it is lined up. So, will you grab me that T-square over there?
This?
Yep, bring that over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is, since I don't have a grid on my board, I literally just surfaced my board, and it's kind of a hot mess. I use a T-square as a substitute for knowing where it is straight. Okay, so we're just going to hold that down and make sure that's on there. Alright, you want to give that a good push. Use all that muscle strength you got there. Push it right here about in the middle. Okay, I'm going to lift this T-square up while he's working on getting that put down. Okay. Let's move our paint tray over here because we had to do a little touch up. Okay, think you got it good? Almost? Alright, here, let's give it a tug. You want to try it?
Sure.
I think it's down pretty good. What do you think? No, like this, the board. It's attached to the wasteboard, remember? So
yeah.
You always want to give your board a little bit of a tug to make sure that it's on there. Okay, so now with that being done, we're going to go ahead and, can you set that over there for me?
Yeah.
Over here? Set it over here on the workbench. We want to get that out of the way of the CNC. Alright, so
Do I put on my headphones?
okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and zero the machine. By the way, I'm using the OneFinity X-50 Journeyman machine. I think I might have said that already. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get this zeroed, and then we'll be well on our way to cutting out that awesome design for little man over here. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. All right, so the bit that I'm going to be using is the Amana tool. It is 45624-K. If you want to take a moment to get a screenshot of this bit, feel free. I absolutely love this bit. It's one of my go-tos. Is actually, if you notice, it is a 3 flute 60-degree bit. It is extremely sharp. It cuts really, really great. Normally I just use a standard 60 degree, but I do love the fact that this one just gives me an ultra sharp edge, and since I'm using birch wood, this one really does the trick.
That's a fun noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and probe X, Y, and Z. And 60-degree B is 22.
Why do you need the headphones?
Because it gets really loud. Okay, so that is zeroed down. hey y'all, now that we have the outside of the really awesome looking lightning bolt done, I love how this is turning out. We are going to move on from that 60-degree Amana bit. We are moving on to a 1/4 inch down cut end mill. I buy these from IDC Woodcraft from Garrett Fromm. He's absolutely amazing to work with. So if you have any questions about these bits, please let me know and I will put you in touch with Garrett. But this is a really beautifully well-made bit. So we're going to go ahead and get this into my router, and then we're going to be cutting out the profile cut for this really awesome lightning bolt. So let's get to it. Just basically going to take our little brush. I actually find these at Home Depot or at Lowe's, and we're just going over really gently over all of the edges and cleaning out. But the one thing you want to do, be really mindful of, is your stencil film. You don't want to ruffle this up. So like when you're going around these small corners, you could even just use the edge of it here. But when you're going through these big ones, you can just do that. But you want to put a little bit of pressure so you get the fuzzies out, but not too much where you're like digging. Okay?
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
So just put it in here, start at one point, and then you'll work all the way around. Okay, you want to get all those little fuzzies out, because if you don't, you'll see them when you paint, and then it doesn't give you as clean of a product.